So I've been reading some of these disgusting comments that you people are leaving, or some of the emails I'm getting saying that I'm taking advantage of my daughter's comatosis because I'm just doing it for notoriety and fame. What kind of a sick-minded individual would think of something like that? You have to be truly disturbed and sick to even ponder that I would do something like that. Listen to this. This is not a warning. This is not a threat. This is a promise. I know some of you guys are from New York, and if I run into you in the street, I've been going to your accounts and I've been studying your faces. And I don't care how old you are. Man, woman, or child who've been leaving these sick, disturbing comments. I come across you in the street. You know what's going to happen? The tie comes off. Yeah, the tie comes off. And I'm going to punch you right in the face. I'm going to drive my fist right down your face. I got something else to say. Dee Dee is not a stripper. You got that? She's not a stripper. She's a male she's an adult male performing dancer in the genre of eroticism. A stripper is just some bimbette running out there whoring herself, showing fake breasts for money. My daughter doesn't do that, and her breasts are real. But she creates like an atmosphere, you know, like a real artist. She's not a cheap stripper. She's an artist. And you remember that, and you give her respect. She's in a coma, and you people are disrespecting her. And you don't disrespect me. Because if you disrespect me, I'm gonna drive my fist down your face. You got it? Got it? It's a promise. I promise. You people out there must really think I'm stupid, huh? Well, let me tell you something. I ain't stupid. It wasn't YouTube who disabled my account. Everybody out there leaving comments saying that YouTube has to go and clean up the system. You idiots ever open up a computer machine? Huh? There's no moving parts in there. There's no ball bearings or gears. It's all high-end electronics. So there's nothing to clean up, you morons. No. I tell you, it was something a lot more sinister than that. And sure, I know there's dozens and dozens of people that I could suspect, but I know who it was. It was that jealous little freak, Pete Sinertia. Not that he has the mental capability to go and do it himself, no, because anybody who ever spoke to him knows he's about as smart as a blank piece of loose leaf paper. But I bet he got a geek to sabotage my account. And I'll tell you why. It's because he's jealous. Oh, no, not because of wrestling. I'll give him that much. Yeah, he was much more successful in a fake sport than I was. Big deal. But I'll tell you why. He was jealous because of our football backgrounds, a real sport. You see, I made first team All-American in football. And he told me he was so bad in football, CW Post not only kicked him off the team, but they threw him off campus and eventually threw him out of school. That's how bad he was. And he's always been jealous of me. And I know he's behind this. So I got a little private message to tell you, Sinertia, in a secretive wrestling language that only we know. Tears as, years who be that steers up what you're doing, or I'm gonna find out where you are, and I'm gonna come down there and kick your little mother in the ass. Again, just make sure that you watch my predictions for tomorrow. I got something to say to all you little thieves out there, you little computer geeks who were able to download my videos. I closed that account for a reason, because I wanted those videos off. It ran its course and that's it. But you little punk-ass computer thieves, you went and copied them, and now you're still posting them on YouTube. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to come after you. I'm going to come after you with YouTube, and I'm going to make sure that every single one of those motherfucking accounts are shut down. That's my stuff. It's original stuff, and it's mine. You little punk-ass thieves. You don't have the coconuts to go and do your own little video, huh? No, you gotta steal mine. And much the way that the WWE shuts down people's accounts because they go and post their stuff and it's copywritten, albeit my stuff isn't copywritten, but it's my face, it's my mouth, and it's the words coming out of my mouth. So I'm going to go through YouTube. I don't know, I'm not certain how to do it. I got a friend of mine who's a geek, and he's going to show me how to go through YouTube and make sure every single one of those accounts are shut down. Little thieves. First, I got something to say to the Lords of Pansies. Yeah, Lords of Pansies, because that's what you are. You wrote on your website that, in all likelihood, before the WWE come out with their magazine and they listed the top 15 jabronis, and I got something to say about that too. That in all likelihood they did it before my videos. But you failed to look on the picture, and they put down, "Is this your dad?" And that's direct reference to one of my videos I did. So, Lord of Pansies, why don't you just go do your motherfucking homework? Bunch of rank amateurs. Now, as for Vince McMahon calling me a jabroni, you know, in the streets of Bensonhurst, when you call somebody a jabroni, Vinny, you're calling them an asshole. And is that what you're doing? You're calling me an asshole? You don't have the coconuts to do it to my face. No, so you do it through your surrogates, through your magazines, through your website. You're the guys who hired me. Now, 15 years later, you got nothing better to do than to try to insult me, try to rank on me. But you have no idea how it affects my family. My kids have to go to school, you know. Don't you think the other kids in the classroom see this garbage? You have no idea how it affects them. No, but you're just a self-centered son of a bitch. Only care about yourself. You don't care about anybody else. Well, how about this, old man? You want to insult me? Do it to my face. You got the balls, huh? You old steroid-riddled old baby. No, but you're not going to take that chance. So you're only going to get into the ring with your little toadies who are going to put you over. They're not going to hurt the old man. Well, you know what, punk? I'm about 50 years old. And what are you, 60? Something like that? Yeah, but you don't got the balls to give it a shot. No. I know that's never going to happen. But I'm telling you, just drop it, all right? Just stop doing what you're doing. It ain't fun no more. Because it's just not affecting me. There's other people it's affecting. I don't know if you realize it, but just do me a favor. Put an end to it. Stop being a dick. To all the marks out there who don't like hearing the truth, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, shut the video off. Now, to those kids who've been emailing me, telling me that you're going to go to a wrestling school or you want to become a professional wrestler when you grow up, do me a favor. Walk over to the sofa, stand next to your unemployed father, kick the beer can out of his hand, and grab him by the collar and say, "Dad, how did you manage to screw me up because I want to be a wrestler when I grow up?" Well, since your father wasn't there, now I'm your daddy. First thing you do is you bitch slap yourself 3 times. Now I got your attention. You know that brick building that your friends go to between 9 and 3 o'clock? Well, that's a school. You get your ass back in school and get an education. Now, you want to be a tough guy? You join a real sport, like football, wrestling, boxing, and you prove yourself there, in a real sport. And if you think you're not athletic enough, then you join the military. You accomplish 2 things. You got balls, and you're going to serve the country. Now, most of the boys in wrestling, they participated in real sports, and they're real tough guys. I know there's a couple of guys who slipped under the rug to wear thongs or panties under their trunks. You don't want to be like that. This is what I say. I say to bring back the good reputation of professional wrestling where everyone's a tough guy, make the tough guys take over the business. And throw out those mother pants. I want to know why my account was disabled last night. I don't show pornography. I don't use mother bad language. And yet YouTube suspended my account. I want to know why. And if it wasn't YouTube, then it was a saboteur. And I want names. This is America, where you have free speech and free expression of the mind. We're not under the thumb of Hillary Clinton yet, where she has a fairness doctrine, where she feels like she could say who could say what and who can't say what. So I want to know why YouTube disabled my account. I want names, starting today. All right, well, what I'm about to say should actually stand as a warning to anybody who wants to get involved with professional wrestling and hopes to make it to the WWE someday. And the reason why I say that is because of this. Last night I get a phone call from Howard Finkel, and he says, Phil, Vince wants me to voluntarily shut this account down because what they're saying is that, when I signed the contract with the WWF, they basically owned the Damien Demento name and the image. And what they're saying is that the reason why I had to shut down the previous account is because I called it PissedOffDemento. So, I mean, that was a no-brainer, right? Because, again, it was the same thing as the Damien Demento name. So I had to shut that account down. And the reason why I opened up this account under aDementedOne is because it's demented. So I figure, there's not going to be no legal issue with that. But Howard tells me that it's because I sound like a wrestler and because I look like a wrestler, and because of the Demented name, that people are going to associate that with the WWE's ownership of the Damien Demento image and name. And because there's an association or resemblance to it, that they could take up legal issues with me. So he said, they could do this the easy way or the hard way, and they want me to voluntarily shut this down. So I don't know what to do. I told him, I have no control over my voice. It's what I sound like. I look like what I look like. I can't change, who I am. So, and like I said before, it's been 15 years, and I can't get these guys off my back. So, again, this is just a warning to anybody out there, who wants to make it in the business and end up going with the #1 company. This is what you're going to be subjected to. So, it's not like they don't let you go. Yeah, they don't let you go, and you can't even do your own thing because they're gonna find out what you're doing. They're gonna hunt you down and they're gonna harass you. And frankly, that's what I think they're doing. I think they're harassing me. They brought all this stuff back up with their Raw 15th anniversary show. They called me a jabroni. They're goofing on me. I bust my ass to get there. It took me 3.5 years and I thought it was an accomplishment to make it to the #1 company. I could have went with WCW. There was interest there, but I thought, it would be better if I went to the #1 company. And this is what's happening now. This is the garbage I got to go through. So, apparently I can't use my voice. I can't. If I get angry, they're going to say, well, you're acting like a wrestler. And if I told them I don't have look at me, I don't have the beard. I'm 15 years. I'm an older guy. And they say, but it doesn't matter. People are associating it with the WWE as a wrestler. And they're going to come after me with lawyers. So anyway, that's where I stand right now. So everything's kind of like up in the air. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, as for the poetry contest, they all sucked, so I'm dropping it. You don't like it, that's tough. What was I thinking? You're a bunch of amateurs. Now, I got something to say to you, you punks that are leaving comments sticking up for me. I don't need you to stick up for me. I can fight my own battles. Little bitches. Someone wants to write something bad about me, it rolls off my shoulder. Has no effect on me. And I don't need a bunch of pansies sticking up for me. I fight my own battles. See that? Broken nose. 8 stitches above the eye. Huh? Chipped tooth. You think that happens from just sitting around a computer keyboard? No. That happens when you get into fights. And you throw hard punches, and sometimes you get hit with punches. That's what life's all about. Now, for 15 years, I was able to live in obscurity with the wrestling business behind me. And as you know, because of the Raw anniversary, Vince posts my picture up. Oh, he says it was a poll that I won, but we all know he controls it. And I let him know crystal clear that I didn't approve of it, and I was unhappy with it, and I know word got back to the office. So now somebody emails me and says, oh, there's some show he has 24/7, and they're going to show the whole Raw debut. Well, you know something, Vince? Maybe you get your jollies off other people's anguish. But I'm not happy with this, and I don't know what you're trying to pull. But let me tell you something. You see that? You know what that means, right? You see what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? You see that, right? I know you know what that means. See that? Now, I know you just wet yourself, so go change your underwear. See that? And as for this Wikipedia stuff, I got my geek friend. He's coming over today. He's going to help me reverse engineer, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out who's writing nonsense about me. Because this is going to be the year of revenge. The year of revenge. Write that down. The year of revenge. You see that, right? You see that, Vince? You know what that means.